Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On.
So as you may know, on your Xbox One, you have access to the Xbox Back Compat program, which allows you to access loads of Xbox 360 games to play on your Xbox One.
So a load of games have been added recently, so we thought we'd take a look at some of the best. So let's take a look.
Okay, now we have to start off with one of the all-time great games for me, because Halo 3, I lived on this game. Like the trailer as well, I think is still one of the best trailers of all time, that reveal trailer. Just kind of like the Master Chief just bombing through a load of brutes and just kind of like jumping, throwing his bubble shield. I still like get chills watching it.
Is this the game that you bunked off school to go play?
This is actually the game. Yeah. It's like 10-year anniversary. I bunked off.
Stay in school, kids. So don't do what Benny did.
I know that because I got braces 3 days before this came out. So I was like, my mouth hurts. That was my excuse to my mum why I couldn't go to school. My mouth hurts. But I just played this game religiously. I played multiplayer. I finished the campaign multiple times, going through, getting all the skulls, doing it on Legendary, doing it on Co-op Legendary, playing the multiplayer. It's got some of the best multiplayer maps. And if you love that kind of 4v4 combat action or like big team battle, it is one of the games that you have to play. The campaign is amazing. If you haven't played it, do make sure to go and give it a go, because it is hands down, I think, still one of the best games in Xbox history, and it's now available on Back Compat, right? So it's another excuse to play. So next up, we have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Lydia, I know what you're thinking, right? Isn't this already on the Xbox One?
I was thinking that, Benny. I was thinking that. As the resident COD expert here, talk me through what's going on with
Right, so obviously when it came out, it was available on both platforms, the 360 and the Xbox One. So 360 version is now available to play on your Xbox One through Back Compat. So if you've got the 360 version and didn't have an Xbox One at the time and want to play Advanced Warfare again, go through the campaign, which is awesome, you can now do that, and you don't have to buy an Xbox One copy of the game. You can play your 360 version on the Xbox One. So that means you can play the multiplayer, you can play through the campaign again, which I definitely recommend doing if you haven't already. You've got that advanced movement system as well, which isn't in this year's Call of Duty with World War II, going back to the kind of standard movement. This one's got like kind of wall running, boost jumping, everything, and it's also Sledgehammer's first Call of Duty. So if you kind of want to get a feel of how like their guns work in the game, and how it's going to feel to Call of Duty World War II, and you know, you're paying your respects.
You can pay your respects.
You can pay your respects.
It's got Kevin
Spacey, right?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, like what's not to love, right? You might just be having some House of Cards action as well going on.
Yeah, double up on the old Space Meister.
But yeah, so Advanced Warfare, Back Compat, your 360 version can now play on the Xbox One. And now we have Halo 4 coming to Xbox Back Compat, which obviously is another game that I got freakishly excited about because I'm a huge Halo fanboy. But there was a big period of time between Halo 3 and Halo 4, because obviously Halo 3 was made by Bungie, and then Halo 4 was the first Halo made by 343 Industries. So once again, I got freakishly excited when this came out. Loads of awesome new things added to the game as well, and a whole new storyline, which is what we're kind of playing through now with everything that happened to Halo 5. And if you haven't played this little kind of like trilogy with Halo 4, 5, and then 6 eventually, hopefully, is something you would definitely want to get involved in, because there are so many cliffhangers, and it's just, I think, the music's incredible still, the gameplay is really fun. It's just everything you expect from a Halo game, and I think they kicked it off where Bungie finished, and they've been making an awesome game since. Halo 5 was also awesome.
But Benny, did you Skype off school for it?
I didn't actually. I had a day off. So it's available on Xbox Back Compat. Give it a go if you haven't already.
So next up we have Fable Anniversary. Did you play the first Fable?
I actually really enjoyed this. I remember playing it back on the Xbox 360 because I got it for Christmas. Went through the Heroes Guild, became this evil dude who got horns growing out of his head. Had an absolute blast.
Yeah, of course you were evil.
What did you expect? I'm sorry,
course.
I could not be.
I was trying to be a good character, but you know, classic Benny.
I started off that way and then just ended up going the complete opposite.
Because you start attacking chickens and
booting chickens all over the place.
That was totally you.
But that's what Fable's about, though. I think it's just
booting chickens.
Well, booting chickens, but also having those different choices to make throughout the whole game.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, Fable's like one of those classic moral decision games, isn't it? You know, like you have so many opportunities to kind of shape your own destiny. You know, Fable is a classic Xbox fantasy RPG. I love the series. I actually played it in a really weird order. I played the third one, then the second one, then the first one. Because, you know, why do it?
It's a bit like Star Wars.
Yeah,
bring the middle films out, then the first ones, and now we'll finish it.
Exactly. But I love all of the games. I just love the setting. I love Albion. I love the sort of medieval fantasy. I love the tongue-in-cheek humor.
Yeah.
You know, the narrator is hilarious. Like I love it. So now it's on Xbox One. So if you want to play Fable Anniversary, then you can. Oh, Slender the Arrival.
Okay.
Right, truth time. I played this for about half an hour before I got too scared and had to turn it off.
Did you make the mistake of playing it at night?
See, I played it in the day and I was still too scared. And I played it with a friend. I literally had all of those things going for me that should not make a game not scary.
You got support,
I had
you
a
got
support
friends,
network.
you got daylight.
Exactly. And I still was like, nope.
I think that's one of those games though that does an incredible job at just freaking you the hell out.
I mean, it's
chess.
It's like, I mean, obviously it's a classic horror setup. It's first person. You're in an isolated environment. There are creepy noises. There's no light. You've got to use a flashlight. Like, I mean, these are all, you know, like it's nothing new in terms of like what you can expect, but it just does what it does so well. Like when you're going through the forest and you see Slender Man in the distance and you're like, is that him or is that a tree? And your eyes start playing tricks on you and he's, oh, I got even thinking about it now. Makes
And
me
that
feel
screen
nervous.
shake as well.
Oh, like this bit in the forest. It's like doing this. I was like, I can't do this because there's so many trees. It's like, which one is him and which is a tree? I've never been so scared of a tree in my life.
Yeah, you start just not trusting anything.
Yeah.
It's the thing. I think it's a game that does such a good job in kind of like making your hairs stick up on end along your arms. So if you love horror games, you love this style of game, and even if you don't, give this a go if you haven't already. Being able to play it on your Xbox One's awesome as well. So give it a go and let us know how scared you got.
Yeah, look, there he is.
Run!
Saints Row the Third. Okay, I love Saints Row.
I'd never have known that.
It's just it's the best series. It is the most ridiculous, over the top, hilarious series that I've ever played. Like
it was really strange though, because when the first one came out, I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be another game sort of like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, well, it started like that. The first one was a lot more subdued, and then as it went on, it just got more and more ridiculous. And I don't know if you played 4, but you know, when you were the president at the beginning, like it just gets insane when you're climbing up the rocket and Aerosmith's playing. But anyway, so this is the third one, which again is an amazing game. It introduced the penetrator. No more words are needed. And as we're watching right now, we've got the massive Johnny Gat head. Like it's explosions. It's really like cool and intense, but it also, you know, takes the mick out of itself.
It looks
so
absolutely insane.
It is insane. It's literally just absolutely like out of this world, hilarious. But like you said, the sort of the connection to GTA, it does that similar, you know, open world violence, but it just does it with a lot more. Oh, look at this, just in a lot more of a ridiculous manner.
You know, just fly into a plane as you fly around, kick someone in the head.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Why not?
It's like an action movie.
Yeah, exactly. An action movie on steroids, basically. Yeah. So it's coming to back compat, so you can play it on your Xbox One now. All right, so next we've got Tomb Raider Underworld. Now, you know I love me a bit of Lara. No,
I never know. Every time a Tomb Raider game comes up, you're like, oh my god, this is the game I've got to play.
But I've got to say, actually, we were discussing Tomb Raider in the office. Now, in terms of like older Tomb Raiders, I played Angel of Darkness and I loved it. But apparently that one's not so popular. Whereas
widely
this
loved, yeah.
is Underworld's super popular, but I didn't actually get too much into it. Like
I was really surprised. I was really surprised when I found out that I'd finished it and you hadn't.
I know.
I was
like, I feel really
this
ashamed.
doesn't happen.
That's
So
right.
I recommend playing this, right? Just from my experience, like the boss fight at the end, especially, is awesome. And like
No spoilers, but why is it awesome? Why is it awesome?
It's just like kind of multiple stages, and I found it because I was playing on the hardest difficult. I found it really difficult. It took me a long time to beat.
Just casually sit that in. Maybe on the hardest difficulty.
No, I mean, like, you know.
Pro gamer.
But it's like it was a really fun challenge, and when you beat her, we beat the boss.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Nice save there.
Right. It's an awesome feeling. Like, amazing cutscenes. It's an amazing game in general. And if you're a Tomb Raider fan, you're gonna love it. So do make sure to give it a go on your Xbox One. And it just looks awesome.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to be picking up Rise of the Tomb Raider, playing it on your X. You could like go back and then play this and just see, you know, how the graphics
difference.
and everything now has come along, and that sweet 4K.
So there we have it, a load of awesome games that have been added to the Xbox Back Compat program. Do make sure to let us know in the comments what your favourite is, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos.
And make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.
Bye.